My beloved child, the hour is now. Do not delay. I have woven every moment of your life into a tapestry of promise, and the answers you seek, the deliverance from your burdens, and the guidance for life's complexities are at your doorstep. Open your heart and step forward in unwavering faith, for each second you hesitate is a blessing waiting to be unleashed. This is your moment to embrace my power, to witness miracles unfolding in ways beyond your imagining. Hurry, for my divine plan for you is calling. Seize it before the opportunity slips away. They include the answers you've sought, deliverance from oppressive burdens, guidance for life's complexities, and promises I long to fulfill in you. I don't act haphazardly. I move with divine exactness, orchestrating events so that my goodness can be seen. Remain unwavering. Cling to faith, even when doubt tries to overshadow your spirit, and you'll witness these blessings unfold in ways that surprise and delight you. Keep trusting in me. Resist discouragement. Always remember, your identity is grounded in my love for you. Should your circumstances whisper abandonment, know that I'm shaping every detail toward an outcome you will someday celebrate. My dearest, you were never an accident. From the instant you came to be, I knew your every breath. My love for you predates time, and my intention for your life is woven into eternity's tapestry. While you occasionally question my schedule or my methods, remember that I'm not limited by human constraints. One moment in my presence can redirect an entire life. So don't despair if answers take time. Pray confidently, trusting I hear each word and am preparing you to receive unimaginable miracles. The most precious gift I've given is my everlasting love, a love that embraced you when you felt distant and welcomed you back when you returned in repentance. You might worry that I turn away when you fail or am disappointed when you falter. Let me assure you, your mistakes don't alarm me, nor do your frailties make me reject you. I see the innermost parts of your being and comprehend the reasons you stray. Your genuine honesty matters more to me than any imperfection. Many hide behind a facade of perfection, judging others to feel righteous themselves. That's not who you are. You treasure a calm spirit, kindness, and gentle thoughts. When you slip, you come to me openly, acknowledging both your struggles and your remorse. That transparency rises like a sweet aroma to me. Don't ever let another person diminish your worth or heap shame upon you. No human has the right to condemn what I have already embraced with my mercy. Each day, I want you to approach me with humility, listening in the stillness for my voice. Bring me your needs and dreams, and I will respond with blessings too vast to measure. Though you say you don't desire great wealth, I know what is required to sustain you and those you love. I'll grant you favor, open new doors, and overflow your cup so that you can share. Guard your heart, however, from believing you're too unworthy or that I only care about your spiritual well-being. My concern is for every facet of your existence, body, mind, and soul alike. As you receive my promises, keep in mind that miracles rarely arrive in thunderclaps. Often, they appear through fresh connections, sudden clarity, or changes that initially seem like setbacks. Sometimes the challenges you face are actually answered prayers in a concealed form. Through faith and patience, hardships can morph into blessings. Obstacles can evolve into steps leading you to deeper peace and provision. Stay attentive to my leading, and every closed door can guide you toward another that holds an even greater purpose. I long for your heart to overflow with gratitude for these subtle but profound blessings. Give thanks for each victory, confident of my presence on every step of the journey. Above all, always remember, my sincere love for you is already yours. It is your greatest treasure. You may question if my love is conditional or if it could fade over time. It cannot. My love is immovable, grounded in who I am, not in what you do or fail to do. Rest in this truth. Let it define your sense of worth. Let it assure you that even when you feel miles away, a spark of divine hope is still alive within you, guiding you back to my embrace. You don't need to doubt if I'll welcome you upon returning. My heart is ever open, even in your most uncertain hours. I know there are times you feel trapped in confusion. You may not see a way out of unhealthy thoughts or know which direction to take. You might have believed in a dream that suddenly collapsed, or depended on friendships that vanished when you needed them most. Those betrayals or disappointments can cast deep shadows on your faith. Yet I ask you to remember how I've never truly left your side. In the silence, I was still working quietly, setting up the pieces that would bring you comfort and reveal my active presence. Throughout history, and even now, I arrive precisely when I intend to. People may label me late, and your heart might worry I've forgotten, but I always come at just the right moment, according to my plan for you. Reflect on the many times I responded to you with kindness, occasions you might have overlooked while focusing on answers you assumed you needed. I spoke to you through tender words, caring individuals, and bursts of insight that illuminated your darkest moments. You may have doubted whether these kindnesses were divine, but deep within, you sensed a spiritual touch. It's normal to wonder how such a powerful creator could speak so intimately. Yet my voice never stopped calling, urging you to trust me and release your fear. Step away from the swirling chaos. Recognize how cherished you are in my presence, a haven where your heart can find rest and your mind can be still, where you can finally lay down those burdens you've carried far too long. When the evening falls, allow yourself sweet, renewing sleep, unburdened by the anxieties that steal your hope. Give me room to speak, even in your dreams. If you remain receptive, you might find me filling your slumber with comforting visions and insights that free your spirit. Picture yourself beside a crystal-clear stream, not as a fleeting daydream, but as a living symbol of my renewing power. Let every ounce of pain, doubt, or frustration wash away in that flow of mercy. When a new day dawns, you'll notice something different, a fresh bravery growing within, a confidence that the weights once crushing you have been removed. Such is the gift of a heart cleansed by divine love, a glimpse into life lived under my kingdom's reality, where nothing is impossible and no burden is too heavy for me to lift. I am your life source, your healing, the restorer of every broken piece in you. The deep answer you seek isn't found in hasty solutions or human wisdom, but in the abiding strength of my presence. Believe it, affirm it daily, write it down, speak it aloud, and hold it close. A blessing is approaching, hinted at by a gentle stirring in your heart, as if something good is about to happen. To help it fully bloom, guard your mind from negativity and shield your faith from fear. Stand confident, remembering that I always have the final say, regardless of any situation. Witness how I bring healing where there was suffering, how I restore what was lost and create beauty out of chaos. If doubt begins to creep in, take heart in my power to heal. Let the courage I give carry you. Cast off every chain that kept you shackled in worry. Let my grace renew your thoughts and soothe old wounds. With me, every curse is nullified. You're not captive to past errors or the verdicts of others. You have the authority to move forward, convinced that I can transform your mourning into dancing, your isolation into belonging, and your dread into unwavering faith. My promises are certain. I watch over them to make them reality. I speak no hollow words. Each one pulses with limitless potential. What I promise, you'll see with your own eyes. Not only will I meet your needs, but I'll also give you enough to care for those in need. Envision a life brimming with so much blessing that it pours out as encouragement, generosity, and kindness for everyone you encounter. This is my hope for you. Beyond material success, I yearn to see you overflowing with gratitude, your hands ever ready to extend my compassion. In that willingness to give, you'll find a deeper joy, because in giving, you become a vessel of my heart in a world craving to be known and cherished. Right now, open your heart fully to me. Let my power touch every hidden corner, your mind, your emotions, your body. I want to mend every hurt, soothe every worry, replace every form of despair with a renewed spirit of hope. Show me the areas you try to conceal, even from yourself. and let me flood them with light. You have waged many battles, some visible to others, some fought quietly within yourself. Your persistence has not been wasted. Though some attempted to belittle your resolve or wound you with criticism, you've carried on, leaning on the assurance of my presence with you. Let this day mark a shift as you step into victory, led by the wholeness of my spirit. When you bring your plans to me and trust me to steer your course, you'll walk along a path of peace. Take delight in who I am, and you'll discover how I fulfill the longings of your heart. Call out to me, and I will show you sights so astonishing that they go beyond your highest expectations. These wonders aren't set aside for just a few. They're for every heart that believes in my capacity to perform the impossible. You may have heard people say that anything is possible for those who believe. Let this be the moment you truly accept it. Declare it, breathe it, make it the pulse of your life. Yes, I want your faith to move outward in action. Rise each morning ready to conquer old patterns that kept you distant from my promises. Draw clear boundaries where necessary. Turn away from influences that lure you from the stillness of my presence. Those influences won't save you in your darkest times. Friends who disregard your dedication to living in truth won't offer the solace your spirit seeks. Lasting fulfillment won't be found in possessions or achievements if they pull you away from my voice. Stand resolute in what you've learned. Seek my guidance upon waking, throughout your day, and when you lie down at night. Hand me every worry, trusting that I will give you the good that fosters your growth and nurtures your spirit. In the quiet, sense me drawing close. Something extraordinary, powerful, and awe-inspiring is about to happen in your life. Listen with your heart for the words I'm speaking in its depths. I love you, and I reach out to you continually. However often you've questioned or doubted, let hope steady you. Even if today you feel unsteady, rest in my presence. Never forget that I, who set the stars in the sky, have the power to calm every storm raging both inside and around you. I speak a quiet command to hush the winds that threaten your peace. No discouraging voice can outpower my word, which is life, strength, and forever unshakable. Your fortitude doesn't rely on your own strength, but on acknowledging your need for me. Once you realize that human ability reaches its limit, and you unite your faith with my immeasurable power, you become unstoppable. In me, your courage can't be extinguished. In me, you find a reason to persevere when everyone else might quit. So boldly proclaim your strength, even when you feel weak. Move forward with assurance, refusing to let any setback turn you around. Keep your eyes on the lofty calling I have given you. There's a mountaintop of clarity and fulfillment, and I'm already there, waiting to welcome you. From that vantage point, you'll see the blessings I've prepared. You'll uncover opportunities you never expected, and your heart will learn the freedom of rising above every trial. Don't feel sentenced to despair or endless nights of regret. I call you to live a burning faith, glowing brightly, even in the darkest circumstances. Each new sunrise, decide to meet the day with joy. Let that joy guard you against negative headlines or the worries others try to pass on. Shine with the radiance I've placed within your spirit. You are my cherished child, and it delights me to see you shine. You gave your heart to me, and my spirit lives in you, removing you from the storms of hopelessness that plague humanity. While some tremble at every unknown, you can plant your feet on the bedrock of my promises. Where others see only doom, choose to see new beginnings. Let love guide your actions, and let my power protect your emotions. In that protected space, fear will lose its hold on you. Observe how your prayers change circumstances, how words of faith can stir healing, encouragement, and transformation around you. I've set you free. Step confidently into that freedom. Remind your loved ones, your friends, and all who cross your path that my will is to lift them out of despair, just as I have lifted you. Let me comfort you when weariness looms over you. Let me assure you that whatever feels like an insurmountable wall can be leveled instantly by my might. Though the adversary may roar to intimidate you, my voice is far stronger. Fear seeks to stifle the bravery in your heart, but I supply a stillness that defies human reasoning. Family issues, financial worries, health anxieties, these can make you feel isolated. Yet I lean in to whisper that unexpected miracles will arise right where you least anticipate them. This is the moment to decide. Will you embrace my words or let doubt rule? If you trust me, you'll live by faith, stepping forward in your uncertainty, refusing to surrender before any obstacle. While no one else may notice the tears you shed in secret, I see them all and collect them as evidence of your authenticity. I am here, encircling you with kindness, refreshing you through living water. When you drink deeply of my presence, every area in you grows stronger, while your hunger for worldly validation recedes. Difficulties still exist, but they cannot overwhelm you because my grace sustains you. You've navigated tough days, but take heart. You are on the threshold of moving from hardship to resolution. My love will saturate every trace of fear until it can no longer speak in your heart. Look to me and ask if there's anything too great for the one who birthed galaxies. Reflect on how I've rescued countless people before you, parted waters, and illuminated darkness. Let the same power calm the turmoil within your own thoughts. I hold you securely, preventing the waves of doubt from dragging you under. I surround you with angelic support, assisting you when you feel you're struggling against life's current. My angels help in ways you do not see, shielding you from dangers you don't notice. I've commissioned a countless host of helpers to journey alongside you, guiding and empowering you each step of the way. I have spoken blessing over your life, and no force in existence can overturn what I've declared. The anxieties that once loomed menacingly will seem small under the light of my presence, for my promises drive out all fear. I invite you to savor a day filled with the awareness of my closeness. Remember each moment that I'm on your side, and that with me, defeat is impossible. Keep in mind, my precious child, that together we remain victorious, regardless of how daunting the odds appear. When dawn breaks and you open your eyes, recall the personal prayer you spoke the night before. If you wept quietly, believing no one could grasp the weight of your worries, I was right there, hearing every whispered plea. I saw the unspoken need for courage, steadiness, and renewed assurance to face the uncertainties of the coming day. Look at yourself now, alive, feeling refreshed. Sense the promise of 1,000 possibilities stirring in you. Feel your anxieties dissolving as you ponder my faithfulness. Where once you found yourself too exhausted to stand, you stand upright, ready to meet challenges that previously seemed too immense. Bravery grows where once there was doubt, and certainty takes the place of unstable ground. Keep pressing on. A spark has been ignited within you to overcome every block in your path. Rely on my power. If I have led you this far, I will continue to guide you. Never forget that no matter how formidable your obstacle, it pales against my limitless might. Always, I have been and will be by your side. I accompany you through every twist of life, never leaving you alone in battle. I have named you victorious already, for you abide in my love. Even the tallest barrier before you cannot stand when I infuse you with a determined resolve to climb higher. Release your anxiety and avert your gaze from worry. Know that even if the process feels confusing, it's meant to fortify your faith. You can nurture that faith by reflecting on my promises, letting my truth dismantle every lie that calls you insufficient or tells you help will never arrive. Feed your mind hope-filled thoughts, and fear will find no shelter. Stand boldly, aware that I'm right beside you, that my power surpasses all human forces. No danger can conquer a soul under my grace. March onward without hesitation, keeping in mind that I am your strong tower. Pause at day's end to speak with me again. Tell me your troubles. Open your heart to a fresh flow of my wisdom. Rest with the confidence that I'll still be with you when you awaken. You're not weak. You have a hidden strength rooted in my eternal love. You possess a faith potent enough to move mountains and open doors you once imagined sealed forever. So cast away doubt. Hold to my words tightly, for they unlock hope in life's darkest moments. Keep them close, for they unleash blessings wherever you go. If you hold on to what you've heard from me, you'll discover that indeed all things are possible for one who believes. That is who you are. Do not relinquish this truth, no matter what detours you face. Embrace hope. I am here, ready to steady you when your spirit feels faint. Standing against adversity's fierce winds, you'll see you don't struggle alone. I supply every measure of endurance you require. My kindness covers you like armor, elevating you above trials. No matter how high the floodwaters rise, my presence lifts you above them. I've seen your triumphs and your heartbreaks. I've witnessed your joyous highs and heard your anguish cries. Don't allow any of it to discourage you. I've carried you through it all, priming you for even more glorious breakthroughs. Remember the times you savored victory and marveled at answered prayers. Those same promises remain valid for your current challenges. Don't fear losing. I designed you to triumph. Let my words invigorate you when life's demands deplete you. Let them reignite your enthusiasm, because soon you'll need every ounce of courage I placed in you. Prepare to see extraordinary developments that will confirm my hand is upon you. The might of my word can bind up your injuries, protect your loved ones, and supply more than enough in any deficiency. You won't lack daily provision or my comforting presence. Joy will blossom in your home, showing your family what genuine wholeness looks like. When blessings pour in, maintain a heart of gratitude. Stay humble enough to empathize with those facing struggles. Use your overflow to meet urgent needs, lift the forgotten, and radiate generosity into lonely places. Through this, you open the windows of heaven even wider, beckoning greater grace and favor. Real prosperity isn't about clinging to what you have, but in sharing, and the truest happiness arises where there is unity, kindness, and dedication to my name. I'm restoring physical well-being, providing resources for your life, and healing every wounded corner of your heart. A future full of life and hope belongs to you. A future where the once impossible dreams come true. Don't rule out the possibility of transformation. Believe in this vision, a life anchored in my promise, where every thought is governed by love rather than fear. Such faith will propel you to heights you never imagined, breaking cycles of despair and allowing you to stand confidently in my ever-present love. I am with you always, keeping watch, defending, and nourishing your spirit. I send my blessings swiftly so you do not lose hope. I'm aligning details, lifting obstructions, bringing precisely what you need when you need it. Open both your heart and home to me, and watch my peace settle into every space. Let every wall of strife in your household crumble, replaced by empathy and unity. My power can refresh minds and soften hearts, ensuring you and your loved ones live harmoniously. I know your every deficit, every doubt, and every deeply cherished dream. Though I already know these hopes before you speak them, it's still crucial that you pray. Prayer clarifies your perspective and shapes the longings of your heart. Through prayer, you align your desires with my will, clearing the path for heaven's resources to pour in. True victory requires determination and faith, fervent prayer, focused effort, and the willingness to relinquish anything that hinders your journey with me. Thus, your success will draw you closer to me rather than away. I have no desire to give you something that burdens your family or brings them harm. I want you to flourish in a way that nurtures harmony, not discord. You're not meant to dazzle the outside world while bringing darkness into your own home. Let those nearest to you see the same glow in you that strangers see. My heart's wish is for you to share laughter, speak gently, show compassion, and maintain calm. In such an environment, you can relax without the crushing stress that erodes health and peace. Any blessing from me should never diminish your joy or relationships. It should deepen them and grant you even more reasons to cherish life. Always remember, earthly things are transient. You entered this world with nothing, and you'll leave the same way. But the kindness you offer, the bonds you form, and the faith you nurture carry eternal meaning. They become treasures accompanying your spirit forever. Love exerts a power that resonates beyond your earthly life, sending ripples you cannot fully see. When you stand before me, I won't ask how many possessions you accumulated, but how fervently you displayed my love. If you devote your time and resources to serving with a heart that reflects my compassion, your own soul will be enriched. You will indeed be honored for your faithfulness. There is a glory waiting for those who do not betray their values or my calling. In time, you'll watch every tear you shed transformed into a symbol of triumph, and you will trade the weights of this life for infinite joy. My goal is to crown you with a radiance this world cannot grasp, a splendor flowing from a heart made fully alive in my presence. I influence seasons and soften even the toughest hearts. I oversee the cosmos, yet my attention remains fixed on you. Every test you've endured, every hurt you've carried, I use them all, weaving your life into a story of redemption and triumph. The day approaches when you'll look back and wonder at how I turned every struggle into a fresh opportunity for grace to bloom. Grasp onto this hope. I am close. Listen well, for I knock on the door of your life, eager to abide in your home. Let me in, and may everyone under your roof encounter my peace. You may have faced injustice, watched people leave, or been betrayed, but I, the faithful one, will never forsake you. I will give back what was taken and multiply your blessings. Stand resolute. Do not concede defeat. Your journey has included wounds, yet here you are still standing, and I vow to strengthen you further. Those who attempted to harm you might believe they've triumphed, but when they witness how I lead you into fertile spaces, flowing with my wonders, their eyes will open. The deserts you've crossed have prepared you to cherish my grace. Where others see emptiness, you'll discover the promise of flourishing because your faith was tested and refined in hardship. Perhaps you've endured relentless challenges, but today is the hour for your uplift. You'll witness ailments healed, chains loosened, and freedom blossoming in ways you only dared to imagine. Treat hope as your greatest treasure. Keep my word elevated above all else. Let it be your guiding light. Some will watch you from a distance, poised to criticize or fueled by envy, but pay them no attention. Don't let it distract you from the path of blessing I've chosen for you. Your focus belongs on my voice alone. In doing so, you'll find your every need supplied. Meaningful work, daily provision, robust health, loyal companions, and a joyful household. I instill in you soaring visions and a fierce passion for abundant life. Cast aside any notion of being too young or too old. Age poses no limit to my power. I've done wonders in people's lives at every age, and I'll do likewise for you. My love transcends all boundaries. Nothing can restrain its expression. As you keep your heart devoted to me, you'll witness miracles beyond expectation. Draw near and open your spirit to the gentle murmurings of my presence. There's a reason you sense a tug in your quiet moments, a longing that outstretches normal desires. That longing is the echo of my presence, a reminder that you were meant for more than repetitive tasks and fleeting indulgences. You contain a distinct essence unlike anyone else. Though you might feel lost in a vast world, from my vantage, you gleam with a brilliance that cannot fade. People may try to categorize or reshape you according to their own narrow perspectives, but always remember, your true identity is realized in my affectionate gaze. Wherever you go, whatever crosswinds blow, remain connected to me, the one who knew your name long before the earth's foundations were laid. If your heart feels restless, hungering for deeper meaning, I encourage you to set aside every distraction clouding your mind. Let the voices of disbelief fade as you turn your attention to the calm certainty I offer. In such stillness, fresh clarity rises. Your heart will soften, ready to receive the seeds of promise I wish to plant. Every significant harvest in your life starts as a small seed of faith, cultivated by devotion. Nurture those seeds carefully, and in time, you'll see them thrive. Believe that I've already addressed every detail, from towering fears to the tiniest concerns that interrupt your sleep. Each day that you choose to trust my words over negative thinking, you strengthen your spirit's roots, grounding yourself so firmly that no storm can wrench you loose. I know you sometimes doubt your resilience under stress. Pressure can be overwhelming, making you feel unprepared for the waves of adversity. But if you lean on me, you'll uncover a renewed wellspring of bravery. You were never meant to face these challenges unassisted. My hand is always outstretched, ready to hold you when your steps falter. Throughout all life stages, I remain unchanged. Circumstances shift, relationships transform or end, finances fluctuate, and dreams pivot. Yet my nature endures forever. Depend on my constancy. It's an anchor that holds fast, whatever storms arise. Even if you're convinced you have nothing left to give, that is precisely when I can perform remarkable work within you. Brokenness doesn't condemn you to defeat. It unlocks a passage to renewal. When you reach the edge of your human strength, you invite my divine power to move. Let me carry you, heal you, and reshape you from within. Trust that your scars, both visible and unseen, are neither shameful nor disqualifying. They testify to your survival and serve as seeds of potential testimony. I bring purpose out of affliction and transform regrets into newfound wisdom. Your journey, winding roads and all, has led you to this intersection with my grace. Indeed, grace is not passive. It's an active force, constantly reviving, mending, and releasing you from the shackles of past failings. Approach me in honesty, offering up your burdens. I won't meet you with judgment, but with acceptance and a promise to uplift you past every weakness or wound. Release the fear that somehow you've gone too far or sunk too deep. My hand extends into even the darkest void, bringing you into the light. My compassion is never sparing. It's limitless, like a ceaseless river. Let this river flow through your thoughts, washing away uncertainty, guilt, and leftover hurts. Step into each new day knowing you are cleansed, cherished, and emboldened to walk in my power. I see the depth of your concern for the people in your life, your desire for family healing, renewed friendships, and restored communities. Take heart that I'm already working in all those areas. Your prayers don't vanish into emptiness. They are precious to me, rising like sweet fragrance before my throne. I gather them and move in ways you can't always detect immediately. Sometimes my response comes swiftly, like a breath of cool air on a sweltering day, while other times it unfolds gently, requiring patient faith. Never assume a delayed answer means I've disregarded you or that your plea means nothing. I orchestrate outcomes that serve your highest good, weaving strands in ways that will astonish you when you glimpse the full tapestry. Let faith shape the words you use when discussing your future. Don't speak out of fear, expecting disappointment at every turn. Instead, align your words with the promises I've whispered to your soul. Declare life where the world predicts only sorrow. Proclaim wholeness where others expect sickness. Speak restoration where people see only decay. The tongue wields creative power, and by affirming what you trust in, you collaborate with my spirit to draw heavenly realities into daily life. Don't disregard the profound effect of words spoken in faith. When they're rooted in my truth, mountains of doubt yield, and once locked doors swing open. I understand that offering forgiveness to others or even to yourself can be a daunting step. If someone wounded you or you caused pain, the emotional remnants can remain as nagging reminders of what went wrong. But real freedom emerges from forgiving. By releasing bitterness, you also free yourself from captivity. You move into a lighter way of being, allowing joy to flourish. Likewise, if you've been harsh with yourself, convinced you don't deserve kindness, remember that I don't keep score when you come humbly before me. I see beyond every misstep to the promise of who you are. Learning to love yourself the way I love you is vital to genuine wholeness. I invite you to broaden your capacity for hope. Hope is the guiding beacon through life's uncertain valleys, propelling you forward when fear tells you to retreat. As you cultivate hope, you'll discern possibilities where most see dead ends. You'll be brave enough to try again, even after multiple disappointments. Hope is no foolish dream. It's a reality fueled by my nature. Though I hold the universe in my hands, I'm never too grand to mind the details of your life. I've already sown seeds of hope in you, and I delight in seeing them grow, bearing fruit that nourishes not just you, but everyone around you. Observe how swiftly our world changes, day to day. It's easy to become weighed down by tragic headlines, chaos, and multiplying struggles. Yet I tell you to look beyond the momentary. I exist beyond human conflict, and my perspective is larger than any political storm or cultural shift. I see deep into people's hearts, the quiet cries for meaning, the unspoken desires for peace, and the corners where hope has nearly flickered out. I'm calling you to bring light to those forgotten places. Let compassion move you toward the lonely. Let generosity bless those in need. Let wisdom guide those who wander. In doing so, you serve as my hands and feet in a world longing for genuine love. If you worry about not having the resources or ability to make a difference, remember that I am your supply. My generosity isn't bound by scarcity. Align yourself with my heart, and I will provide what is needed to accomplish what I've asked you to do, whether in your family, your neighborhood, or far beyond. I will open doors no one can bar. I'll grant insights beyond your natural understanding and link you with others who share the vision. Be confident that no calling is ever too small when done for my glory. A minor gesture of kindness in my name resonates throughout eternity, touching lives you'll never see in this world. Sometimes you may feel you've lost your focus, that the clamor of life has drawn you from the quiet stillness of my presence. In such times, don't sink into shame, just come back. I'm ready with open arms, eager to pour fresh clarity into your spirit. Faith isn't always a straight course. There are twists, pauses, and even backslides. But if your heart keeps seeking me, I'll use each step and each stumble to refine and shape your character. After all, you're in a continual process of becoming, and I rejoice in guiding you deeper into truth. Let my grace soothe the places where life has rubbed you raw. Let my peace act as a balm for your anxious thoughts. Behold how each new sunrise showcases my power to scatter darkness with light. No matter how long a night lasts, morning reliably comes, bathing the world in warmth and fresh hope. So too in your life. Periods of struggle don't persist indefinitely. A new day emerges on your horizon, bringing surprises you never expected. Sometimes you must squint to see the faint glimmers of hope. Yet even those softest rays confirm that morning is on its way. Cling to this promise. My light overtakes even the darkest night, chasing away every clinging shadow. Let that light reveal your calling, removing confusion and showing the path I laid out for you. Stay awake, because distractions lurk everywhere. Unceasing activity, noise, and negative comparisons can sidetrack you from the serene core of my presence. Cultivate pockets of stillness, times where you silence everything else to remember I am near. Listen for my gentle voice in the hush, for often I speak quietly rather than in thunderous displays. Resist the urge to constantly measure your advancement against someone else's. You are on your own, unique journey designed for your development. What I do in someone else's life is particular to them. The treasures I have for you will unfold in your faithful attention to the mission I've entrusted you with. In my divine framework, there's only perfect timing, free of chaos or confusion. Never underestimate gratitude's power. When you thank me for what you already have, no matter how modest, it creates room for more blessings. Gratitude shifts your viewpoint from deficits to abundance, from fear to hopeful expectation. Make it your habit to reflect daily, noticing even the smallest favors, a kind word, a safe trip, the splendor of nature. Each grateful thought tightens the bond between us. It softens your heart to receive not merely physical gifts, but the deeper reality of my constant presence. I see your hunger for a spiritual awakening, for the completeness of my promises. You may be anxious about habits that seem immovable, wondering if change is possible. Know that I am the one who breaks chains. Your willpower alone may falter, but my strength endures. Hand over those struggles to me, and allow my spirit to transform you from within. True freedom doesn't come from ignoring problems, but from letting my love uproot the lies keeping you trapped. I address the core causes, steering you toward a healthier, fuller life. Take a moment to appreciate the gifts I've placed in you. Don't brush them off as trivial. Your creativity, empathy, refined skills, the leadership qualities others see, each reflects my nature through you. As you develop these gifts, you become a beacon of my glory to the world. Your uniqueness is a blessing, not a flaw. By celebrating it, you honor the divine spark that brought you forth. Let love guide the use of your talents, so that all you do becomes an offering of worship, pointing others to me. View your relationships as sacred opportunities. Family, friends, co-workers, neighbors. Each interaction can strengthen or weaken bonds. Let love permeate your words. Speaking gently, even during conflict, has the power to heal fractures. Resist speaking from anger. Instead, try first to understand before you judge. A gentle word can dissolve tension, and a patient heart can soften barriers of misunderstanding. In a world so divided, be a force of unity. Seek reconciliation as you reflect my vision for harmony among all people. When tension arises, invite my peace into the midst. You'll see solutions that far exceed human logic. Keep in mind that trials aren't placed in your path to destroy you. They exist to reveal inner strength and draw you closer to me, the source of that strength. Consider every difficulty as a stage on which my power can be revealed. Trust me enough to stay faithful and obedient, even when the pressure to yield is intense. Often, I carry out my greatest works when you stand firm during hardship, refusing to let hopelessness steer you. Each time you dig your feet into faith, you deepen your character and expand your ability to overcome, equipping yourself for bigger challenges ahead. If you're unsure about your direction, set aside time to seek my input. I don't bury my plan in secrecy or layer your future in riddles. I delight in guiding you, but you must quiet yourself to perceive it. Yes, pray, but also be still, noticing the small hints I impress on your heart. Look at both the open doors and the closed ones. Both can signal my guidance. Choosing to align your steps with my spirit reveals coincidences that are anything but random. My direction has pinpoint accuracy, honoring your free will while guiding you toward a life overflowing with blessing. Believe me, capable of doing what seems impossible. History abounds with stories of my intervention, rescuing people from dire straits, freeing the bound, turning famine into plenty, sickness into health. Don't let doubt or heartbreak overshadow your faith. Even if you've prayed persistently without seeing change, don't lose hope. My timing might differ from yours, yet my heart toward you is steadfast. Each of your prayers is a seed in fertile earth. Some sprout soon, others take time, but none go unseen. Keep praying, keep believing. The harvest of joy will come. Let your soul find peace in knowing you belong to me. In your quiet reflections, let this truth echo. You are mine, and I love you profoundly. Carry that identity everywhere. Work, friendships, private moments, and communal gatherings. Let it shape how you treat people, how you cope with setbacks, and how you handle success. Pride falls away when you grasp that all you have is a gift, and false humility dissolves when you see how precious you are in my eyes. Stand tall in the knowledge that I have chosen you, yet remain humbly aware that it's all undeserved grace. Should you ever question your belonging because of past failures, consider how I transform even the bleakest chapters into living testaments of my grace. Your greatest lessons, your softest empathy, can arise from the ashes of regret when you let me restore what was broken. The result is more beautiful than if no damage had occurred at all. I am the one who draws beauty from sorrow and laughter from tears. Let me guide you in extracting wisdom from those painful pages. Let me help you walk forward, freed from regret and open to the future I've prepared. Dare to dream once more. I place the capacity for vision in you, reflecting my boundless creativity. Where you sense only shut doors, I see fresh paths. Where you see delay, I see thorough preparation. Don't let fear trim your aspirations. The gifts and talents I gave are intentional, meant for a reason. Allow your imagination to unite with faith, envisaging possibilities that defy explanation. If you root your dreams in my wisdom, I will walk beside you each step, transforming the impossible into the tangible. I go with you, offering resources and opportunities you never would have uncovered alone. Fortify your connections by echoing the love I have shown you. Keep no tally of offenses within those dear to you. Let patience, kindness, and prompt encouragement pave your interactions. Each uplifting word forms a bridge of trust. Each willingness to forgive saves you from erosion of unity. When conflicts appear, tackle them swiftly and with respect. Don't let resentment grow roots, as it quickly blossoms into a bitterness that steals peace. Use my model of mercy for conflict resolution. I have often forgiven you. Now mirror that to others as a tangible example of compassion. Guard yourself from discouragement, for it can slip in quietly through disappointments. After a setback, remember that one defeat doesn't conclude the story. Look at the many who tried and failed repeatedly, only to rise stronger each time. I excel in turning losses into breakthroughs, weaving blessings where you once assumed there were none. Every difficulty can be a launching pad for growth, humility, and increased dependence on me. Your tested endurance becomes a shining promise of hope for onlookers. In your triumphs, my glory is magnified. In your struggles, my grace shines brightest. Maintain open communication with me above all else. Prayer isn't just a ritual, it's the pulse of our closeness. Speak to me at dawn, when your mind is awake for the day's challenges. Whisper thoughts to me amid your busyness. End your nights reflecting on my unwavering care. Listen for the counsel of my spirit in the twists and turns of your choices. This intimacy makes you more sensitive to my leading, grounding you in my truth, protecting you from deceptive voices. When your spirit remains anchored in me, you grow in discernment, resilience, and fruitfulness in everything. Don't shy away from leading when you sense my urging, or from stepping up where you can make a difference. You may feel unqualified or ill-prepared, but remember, I call not because you're perfect, but because I can perfect you. Genuine leadership isn't about taking credit. It's about serving and directing others toward my light. Lead humbly, and you mirror my character, instilling faith and unity in those who seek your guidance. Time passes and life seasons shift. You may change locations, embark on new careers, add to your family, or say goodbye to loved ones. Such changes can be overwhelming, but know that I stand in every doorway between yesterday and tomorrow. Trust me to guide you smoothly through those corridors. Meet new chances with openness. Release old chapters with gratitude for what they taught. I weave continuity into your journey so that every season, even one marked by loss, provides openings for rebirth and recreation. Take joy in the wonder of creation. Bask in the artistry of a sunrise, the brilliance of a sky filled with stars, the sea's rhythms. They hint at my creative essence. When you pause to cherish the beauty around you, let it spark worship in your heart, acknowledging me as the master painter of every vivid horizon, the composer of every birdsong. This mindful reverence lifts your soul above daily strain, carrying you closer to me, the one who handcrafted all things with love. Whenever you feel distanced or drained, pause. Notice the marvels I've placed in nature. That reflection rekindles awe and love in your spirit. Pay attention to nurturing your spiritual wellness. Just as your body needs nutrition, rest, and exercise, your soul flourishes under healthy practices. Surround yourself with people who encourage you in faith, challenge you to grow, and keep you accountable with grace. Spend time absorbing words that uplift your heart and deepen your grasp of truth. Engage in genuine worship, letting your heart pour out love. Serving others also nourishes the soul. When you pour yourself out, I replenish you unexpectedly. Make your faith more than an idea. Let it be the driving force behind your daily choices. Watch carefully the influences feeding your mind. Not everything glimmering in this world is beneficial to your spirit. Evaluate what you watch, hear, and dwell on, for it can either fuel your faith or your fears. Content rooted in despair, immorality, or conflict can seep in and sap your spiritual vitality. Instead, seek things that uphold life, hope, and righteousness. This doesn't mean isolating yourself from the real world, but facing it with wisdom guided by my perspective. As you fill your mind with uplifting truths, you reinforce the stamina needed to stand firm in a world often wandering from grace. When fatigue or worry overwhelms you, remember to rest in my grace. You were never meant to bear all of life's burdens unassisted. Surrender them to me, trusting me to carry them alongside you. Rest is more than simply sleeping. It is choosing to believe that my power overcomes your anxieties. My rest heals, restoring body, mind, and soul. Pursue that rest consciously, carving moments to breathe, to remember that your identity is moored in my love, never in your achievements. If discord arises, at home, in the workplace, or among friends, realize that true peace originates in me. Using only your own methods might calm the surface briefly, but genuine healing and unity need my guiding hand. Reach out to me when tension surfaces. Pray for humility to see beyond your perspective, for empathy to sense another's pain. When you center me in the conflict, I soften hearts and resolve misunderstandings. Peace becomes possible, not because of your negotiation skills, but because my reconciling spirit flows through you. Be courageous enough to share the hope you've discovered. Many around you, even those appearing content, battle hidden fears and unseen wounds. Your testimony of my love might be the key to unlocking their hearts. Don't share from any lofty position, but from a sincere empathy, recalling how I have guided you. Speak honestly about the ups and downs of your journey, highlighting how I supported you through it all. A story that's touched by my grace carries enough power to restore faith in those wondering if genuine hope still exists. Value the gift of fellowship. You were never intended to travel your path of faith alone. I desire for you to find support, community, and unity with others who share a quest to know me. Lean on each other's strengths, remember each other's needs in prayer, and celebrate victories together. In such sacred togetherness, you reflect my divine community, standing arm in arm against challenges. In fellowship, you learn how to practice patience, empathy, and sacrificial love. You see that if one person suffers, everyone suffers. If one is honored, everyone rejoices. This communal walk enriches you and multiplies joy. As your faith grows, don't fear the refining process. To grow, some things must be pruned, habits, connections, or attitudes, to make way for fresh blessing. While letting go can hurt, it clears space for what I intend to pour into your life. This refining fire purifies, removing what's not needed and bringing forth your best self. Trust my careful hand, even when you can't understand it fully. My goal is never to harm you, but to unveil the greatest potential I placed in you from the beginning. Turn your gaze to eternal things. This life is temporary, peppered with changes and eventual farewells, but your spirit is fashioned for unending communion with me. Don't let fleeting realities rob you of an eternal mindset. Every choice carries ripples that go beyond the present. By living with eternity in mind, you'll discover added significance in daily tasks, relationships, and even the moments you rest. You'll operate from my values, storing treasures no amount of time can erode. My kingdom is steadfast, and when you anchor your soul in its truths, no storm in this world can uproot your peace. Remember, however many times you've drifted or allowed your heart to cool, my arms stay open. I reject no one who comes genuinely seeking restoration. If you've wandered, let my mercy bring you back without shame, cleansing regret with a new start. I rebuild what was ruined, reclaim what was stolen. You can never deplete my compassion. Step forward free of shame into the abundant life I've been eager to share with you since the dawn of your existence. Celebrate whenever you glimpse even the smallest step of growth in yourself or those you love. Every bit of progress, every stride away from fear and toward faith is worth rejoicing. Growth is often a patient process, like a seed slowly sprouting. Thank me for each move forward, and trust that I will complete every good work. The journey you're on, filled with epiphanies and grace, is beyond value. Embrace it. Your quiet faithfulness, your acts of kindness, your courage in adversity, all blend into a portrait of my grace shining through you. I'm with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every shift in feeling. I am the love that will never abandon you. I am the light guiding you through your darkest nights. I am the life force perpetually sustaining your spirit. Rest in my promises. Ground yourself in my truth. Seek me in prayer and worship, and you'll find me anew each day. Believe that my designs for you overflow with hope and stand firm in love. You are my beloved, my cherished child. I take great joy in the narrative you're living, a story that proclaims my glory and embodies my limitless grace. I will always love you, my beloved child. As these sacred words come to a close, know that this channel is your eternal sanctuary, a place where my voice continues to speak life, hope, and unending love into your heart. Every time you return, you draw nearer to my divine presence, and each visit renews your strength and fills you with the promise of miracles yet to come. Subscribe, share, and join me again and again, for here in this holy refuge, your spirit is transformed, your burdens lifted, and your path illuminated by my everlasting light. Remember, my love is your constant guide, and in this sacred space, you will always find the comfort and encouragement to rise and shine. Amen.